What are some of the questions or concerns you're seeing landlords having out there right now if they're looking to potentially would that have a building they're looking to sell or lease?
Well, right now with selling, as we know, living in Illinois, the taxes are climbing every year. The taxes never go down, so they always go up. And a lot of people, a lot of ownership groups got hit with a huge tax bill, especially in Cook County. So that's going to affect the sale price. The rule of thumb is something that's lower in taxes will always get a higher sale price, and something with higher taxes will always get a lower sale price. Well, now because the taxes are increasing and getting so high, that sale price is becoming very low. You could still probably sell a building. We're involved in a situation right now where we're talking through an ownership group that has extremely high taxes that just got hit with a huge increase in 2020, and it's an office property. It's a mixed use. It's kind of office retail, and they're struggling with the market because where they're at, there's probably another half dozen buildings that are just like that, very similar, for sale. And they've been on the market for 9 months, 18 months, and so on. So it's tough. My suggestion is if you do have a high tax bill, do everything you can to fight it, even if it costs money, even if it's a wash. A lot of people always say, well, I'm going to pay the attorney to fight the taxes. By the time I'm done paying the attorney, it's equal. That very well could be true. However, it's going to affect your sale price, and that's where you're going to win. So you may have to pay equal to what you're paying in taxes, but when you go to sell your building, you can sell your building for a higher amount, therefore make more money. So that's definitely something that you should do. You should never refuse to fight your taxes. The other thing is that there are some tenants that are slow to pay right now because they're struggling, because their business is affected by the pandemic. My suggestion to them is to work with them. The courts are backed up right now. Who knows when they're going to start hearing evictions again? I think there's an eviction moratorium right now. I think in the city of Chicago, or maybe the whole state of Illinois. There might be some similar states that are like that. But work with your tenant, because it's going to be very hard for a judge, to be throwing out all these people. And there's going to be a lot of vacancies. And when there's a lot of vacancies, the prices of the rents go down. So do everything you can to keep people in your building. Tack on the rent that they're missing now to the end of the lease. That's a pretty common and popular way that ownership groups, are doing with their tenants right now.
Yeah, no, for sure. I talked to a landlord the other day, and the tenant was behind the tenant requested a couple months rent free. He wasn't even talking about tacking on, just free, just to get him through this. And he promised to pay a couple of months up front, as so waive my last 2 months and I'll pay you the next 3 months, I think was the deal. And the landlord asked me what I should do. I said, hey, to eat 2 months now versus God knows how many months if you have to actually kick this guy out over time, because it's not going to be easy. It's not easy to kick people out right now. So running your math at what your math looks like 12 months from now, if you go one route versus the other, is how I tell people.
Yeah.